few months ago, we heard about a first date that turned out like a real-life sitcom, all because of a simple misunderstanding. The girl thought she was going to be going to her favorite brunch spot that day.
Oh, yeah.
It turns out they were headed someplace way different.
Yeah.
Opposite of brunch.
She was definitely not dressed for.
No, not nearly as romantic, but still, it led to one of the sweetest, most memorable calls that we've had all year. And today, we're going to have both of them back on the show to find out what's happened since their chaotic first meetup.
Oh, cute. I love these.
That's right. We're doing a brand new second date update
Yay.
right after their original phone call. That's happening next. You know, recently I was on a dating app
Okay.
trying to find matches for Jose.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, it was really difficult. Not because of what Jose wants, because he'll go out with pretty much anything. I'm just saying that as a single person, it's got to be hard because the app is filled with so many odd people.
Yeah, mostly odd people.
Like with photos wearing tons of makeup and filters, or someone that's standing alone in a swamp holding a sign up that says still single.
Oh.
Like, I don't know, is that supposed to be funny, or is it meant to make me sad and make me feel bad enough to go out with
I
you?
think it is a cry for help.
Yeah.
Is it?
All I know is after that experience, I really feel for listeners like Steve, who emailed into the show today and said he was just happy that her profile seemed somewhat normal.
Oh, you're not looking for a swamp girl to go to with your swamp boy?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Tell us about the woman that you matched with. What's her name?
Her name's Jamie.
All right.
Is there anything exceptional to say about her, or was she just normal?
She seemed very normal, super cute, and I was raised on a farm, so she didn't necessarily look like a country girl, but she looked very sweet and innocent, and so I kind of went with it.
She could still pick up a bale of hay. I mean, I'm assuming that
Yeah.
that's on your list.
What do you do with a normal girl for a first date?
Well, the date that I kind of pitched to her that she kind of agreed to was, let's just have a date on my family's farm, and, I can show you what farm life is day to day.
Wait a
just,
minute. Does that mean that she's like meeting your family on the first date?
I mean, it is the family farm, so we pretty much, it's just family that works there. But, I just wanted her to experience how I grew up and, my just kind of day-to-day living.
Wait, so
Kinda nice.
are you still working on the farm too?
Yeah, part-time.
Okay.
And
okay.
I imagine all the cute animals are also your family. You got a little pig.
The whole 9 yards. We got it, cows, chickens, goats. I will get to Mr. Harvey in a little bit, but yeah.
Mr.
Mr. Harvey.
Who's that?
Yes, that is our goat.
Okay.
Oh, cute.
This is an interesting choice for a first date. Like, what was her reaction when you pitched this idea to her?
Well, she seemed kind of excited about it. I mean, she didn't voice any concerns. I told her, I was like, I'll get you some overalls and some boots.
Nice.
Picked her up early in the morning. We drove out to the countryside, and went to the farm, and she got dressed and got to work,
Okay.
See, that's what it sounds like work.
Yeah, I got to stop you for a second. I grew up, surrounded by farm life in a tiny little town. It's not glamorous.
Yeah.
I mean, like, to me, it sounds like you're shoveling manure.
No, I did spare her the manure.
Oh,
We
good.
went and, we picked the eggs for breakfast, and then we went out and we milked the cows. We did not use the milk for breakfast. But I told her, I was like, if you want to feed the pigs, it's super simple. It's not really all that messy. And she was down with it. But Mr. Harvey, that's where Mr. Harvey comes in, because
The
he
goat.
kind of just roams the farm. Yes, he's our pet goat. He's kind of like our guard dog. Instead of a blue tick hound, we have a big goat.
A guard
And,
goat.
yeah, he's sometimes a little temperamental when it comes to
no.
meeting new people. He'll just nibble on them.
That's normal.
Yeah, Brooke did the same thing to me on my first day on the show. She just came up and started tearing my clothes right off, ate them.
I got to
It's like our
say,
guard goat.
I'm part goat.
Yeah.
I could get behind that.
She'll put anything in that mouth.
Did that scare her?
Well, not at first. I mean, at first I think it did, but it wasn't until he kind of started getting a little aggressive with it.
Yeah.
Because I had turned my back for a minute, and I turned back around, and she was pretty much almost on all fours, just getting chewed up.
Yeah, you're describing Brooke to a T here. Getting flashbacks of my own life.
I mean,
She did laugh about it, so I took it as just one of those things.
I mean, if you've ever tried to milk a goat, you know how scary they can be.
I haven't
I'm being
tried
serious.
that.
You got to put them in a small enclosed area.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a mostly Brooke
Yeah.
experience in this room, at least. So, I mean, how did the date end for you there?
Well, we had lunch with my parents and everybody.
Whoa.
And I introduced her as my new friend.
But everyone knows
I
what
didn't
that
want
means.
her.
Yeah.
I didn't want it. I wanted it to kind of seem normal, like not too serious, like you're meeting my parents on the first date because
Yeah.
Okay.
we agreed to the farm date.
Do you bring a lot of women out to the farm to meet everybody, or is this a
That's a
new
good-
thing with...
No, this is a first time thing. I thought it'd be kind of cool to get out of the city. And so the lunch went fine. And I told her, I said, next date you pick city, whatever you want to do, we'll do it. And she hasn't returned any of my texts.
Are you regretting the farm date idea since she isn't writing you back? Or do you think it's something else?
I'm beginning to think it might have been a bad idea. Yeah.
I disagree. I think if she's a city girl, you bring her to the farm. It's like bringing someone to a zoo. You do something you never get to see.
Like, you don't have to wear overalls and work at the zoo.
But you don't have to work, though. He said you made it light, and she just got to kind of hang around.
I think
so.
maybe Mr. Harvey swooped in on your girl.
I hope
I
not.
think he stole it from you, but we're going to find out. We're going to call Jamie here in just a second and get your second date update right after this, all right?
Thank you.
All right, hold on, man.
You're in the middle of a second date update, and we're going to find out how the couple is doing right after you hear part 2.
Old MacDonald may have had a farm, but old McStevo had a date.
Oh.
E-I-E-I-O.
I like this one.
And
Yeah.
on his date, there was a Jamie.
Uh-huh.
E-I-E-I-O. With a farm chore here and a farm chore there. Here's my mom, here's my dad, here's a goat. That's bad.
Oh, that was good.
No,
I
that was
like it.
okay. That was a horrible
good.
recap.
Great.
No,
I kinda
that was
liked
bad.
it.
But Steve did take Jamie to his family farm, and I think the overwhelming thought in studio right now is that Jamie probably didn't want to spend the whole time doing farm work.
I mean, it almost sounds like your family was using it as a ploy to get free labor.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I thought she was having fun.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
All
good.
right.
Okay.
I'm
Labor
still
can be fun.
optimistic
Yeah.
that she was having fun. This is like a once in, not lifetime, but it's like random thing.
I mean, Jose, would you like to do that for a first date? Once in a lifetime opportunity?
Only pet the animals.
It sounds like
I
you
don't
want to go
think
to a
that's what
petting
happened. Yeah.
zoo.
Oh, that's
Not
what I
a-
wanna do.
Yeah, not a
Yeah.
farm.
Oh, and
a
drink
working
fresh
farm.
milk.
It almost sounded like
No,
a
you-
heavy petting zoo in Jose's mind.
I'm going to tell you do not want to drink fresh milk.
Really?
Oh, makes me vomit every time.
Yeah, I do want to go to a heavy petting zoo.
Yeah, that
Animals,
sounds kind
when
of
they
fun.
pet back.
But yeah, maybe we should start a business after this
Dude,
is
that's
over.
brilliant, bro.
But
Okay.
we have a job to do on the
Okay,
show, and that's
okay.
to call Jamie and figure out why she's not calling Steve back. So, Steve, you ready to do this?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
All
All
Okay.
right.
Here we
It's
go.
called Farmhand Jamie.
What?
Farmhand.
That's what
Yeah.
people who work on a farm
Yeah.
call it. Yes.
Oh, okay.
She's like,
All right.
Alexis, she has regular hands.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Jamie?
Yeah?
Hey, Jamie, my name's Jeff from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Okay.
We need some extra help around the radio station, and we heard you are excellent.
I'm sorry, what is this about?
Yeah, that was strange.
This is about a
Yeah.
segment that we're doing called the Second Date Update, and
Okay.
we're trying to help one of our listeners named Steve get back in touch with you after you went on a date with him.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That was
Whoa.
a big old sigh there, Jamie.
We've already spoken to Steve about your first date with him, and we've heard his side of the story. We're interested in getting your side of the story to know what you thought about him and his family farm.
Well, first of all, he didn't say his family farm. He
Oh, he
said,
didn't?
No, he said, hey, do you want to go to the farm for brunch? And I was like, oh, I love that
You
place.
didn't know his family was going to be there.
Wait, you love that place? Like the farm as in like some hip brunch spot?
Yes, it's really hip. So I thought we were going to have brunch. We weren't going to an actual farm.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's a lot different.
Well, then,
Oh, my God. He
It's-
thought that you understood. He didn't think that
No.
you thought bottomless mimosas.
I was not against it, but I had a night the night before. I was a little hungover. I was not expecting to be baling hay and milking cows.
Oh, wait a minute, though. Like, his parents open the door and they hand you a set of coveralls. Like, why didn't you say something? Like, that you had no idea?
Honestly, I was a little out of it, and I was like, you know what? Just get through this. It's going to be a story to tell.
plus, that would be
Yikes.
really rude to just get out of the car and his parents are like, hey, nice to meet you. And she would be like, ooh.
She didn't have to say,
wanna,
ooh.
I
but-
didn't want to be here.
She doesn't have to say that. She could say, oh, my God, I had no idea you meant a literal farm. Like,
That doesn't
That's
look
so
good in front of the
awkward.
parents
Yeah.
either.
no, but like,
Did you at least have fun with the goat, right?
We heard Mr. Harvey really liked you.
Yeah, you get to pet a goat.
Yeah, he really, really liked me. And honestly, it started out like, oh, this is cute. And then it was like, oh my God, I'm going to be eaten by a goat.
Well, I know, like, not only did Mr. Harvey like you, but Steve really liked you. And don't just take my word for it. Hear it from Steve himself. He's on the other line right now and wants to talk to you.
Oh my gosh. You're joking, right?
No, I'm serious.
Hi, Jamie. I'm so sorry for the misunderstanding. I assumed because the family farm and everything's on my profile that you just automatically knew that I meant my farm. I've never even heard of this brunch spot. So
Sweet Steve.
No, hi, Steve. Yeah, you know, and just start talking, you were like, the farm. You never said my family's farm. So I think we had just a little bit of miscommunication.
Yeah.
just a tad. Yeah, I apologize for that. I'm so used to calling it the farm, you know. Honestly, hearing you talk about it, it doesn't seem like you had that good of a time as I thought you did.
Well, I mean, you know, I was having as good of a time as I could being hungover and not expecting I was going to be in coveralls and, like, baling hay. So your family is lovely, and I think you're lovely. We didn't have enough time to actually get to know each other, but it was just unexpected.
Right.
So, Steve, like, how is this sitting with you, hearing her reaction to what her expectations were going to the farm and then what it was actually like for her?
Yeah.
Jamie, it sounds like you really had a lot to complain about. You know, and I'm typically not into complainers because, you know, I grew up on a farm, so we just kind of sucked it up and pushed through it and dealt with it and got what needed to be done.
Yeah, I was getting that same vibe when I was hearing her talk about it.
Oh
So,
my
Jamie, why don't you
God.
say the top 3 things that you enjoyed while you were there?
Dude, 3? Why would you
No.
just tell her
Oh,
one?
top 5 then.
No!
I'm not trying to fit into your family. This was like a first date.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm complaining because there wasn't clear communication. So,
Yeah. Do you understand that, Steve? Because it's like she's
Yeah, I
complaining.
mean,
You're
I-
acting as if she works on the farm and she's
Yeah.
a bad employee, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's not what I'm trying to sound like. To quote you, there was some miscommunication, and I do apologize about that. But that doesn't mean that we couldn't try something else because you did agree to possibly having a date in the city later on.
Oh.
well, you know, I did agree to that. But after hearing you say that I was complaining about a situation that I didn't.
Oh, now,
No,
so now
no,
you're going to
save it.
complain about the way that
Jeff,
he
that's not
complained.
saving it.
Well, that was, if I could interrupt, I mean, that was clear communication. I just communicated my feelings about the situation to you. And
I think, honestly, you're not understanding in my shoes of what it would feel like to not be, like, aware and prepared for the situation that I was in.
I mean,
It sounds like he's understanding.
Yeah.
It's just he's being a little defensive of his own family, you
But
know?
he's
It feels
also-
like he's getting attacked.
It sounds like a classic example of a guy giving a woman exactly what she asked for and
No.
then getting blamed for giving him the
That-
exact
that's
thing.
not what I meant.
No.
he's apologizing.
He's apologizing. He's
Yeah.
trying to
No.
communicate.
Well, he did kind of attack her for complaining.
messed
Oh,
it
and
up
now,
from the
he's
start.
getting it from the host of the show that he
Exactly.
called for help too.
I just think everybody needs to take a deep breath. I think this could work.
Starting with you would be great. Because I would like to send you two out on a nice second date where you have great communication. There's no farm work needed to be
I would
done.
just
Yes.
say, like,
Brooke's still breathing over there.
no
Hold on.
parents. Like, no parents.
No,
parents.
Mr. Harvey.
No coveralls or whatever they're called.
Well, you know what? The positive thing is that he did really go over and above. And there's very few dates that I have been on where someone actually cared enough. I mean, it was caring a little too much to meet his family so fast, but I guess I'd be open to it.
Okay.
Okay, Jamie, you're open to it. Steve, what do you say?
sounds great to me, and I apologize about my family.
See?
Oh,
They're
this is
farmers.
No,
cute.
they're lovely. It was just so fast.
Yeah,
Oh, my-
yeah. See, this is cute.
Against all odds, we got a successful second date.
Yay!
All right, now let's agree on a safe word up front. What do you want yours to be?
What do they need a safe word for?
I don't know how your guys' second dates work, but that's how it goes in my neighborhood.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Well, it's been months since we had them on for that second date, and today,
Oh.
at least one of them is back on the phone to
Oh,
give us an
no.
update on what happened. I think we just have
Really?
Jamie. Jamie, how's it going?
Hey guys, it's going well.
Okay, that's shocking. I really didn't think it was going to be you on the phone.
Oh,
Oh, really?
thought it was gonna be him.
I thought it was going to be him for some reason.
well,
Oh, He couldn't make it. He had a meeting. He wishes he could be here, but
Oh, wait, you're still talking.
Oh.
yeah.
Or you stalk him and you know his schedule.
Okay. So wait, after your call, you guys did go out on another date?
We actually did go out on a second date. I took him to the actual brunch spot, the farm.
Nice.
Good
Okay.
call.
Yay!
Good call.
Much better.
Yay, the farm.
Yep.
How was that? Was he impressed?
I mean, it was a little touch and go in the beginning because it was a little awkward, but
Right.
it sort of softened pretty quick. And then about 30 minutes after he ate, unfortunately, he got sick.
No.
Oh, no.
What?
What the
Stop
heck?
it.
He
What
got-
happened?
Like food poisoning sick?
Yes,
Oh.
he got food poisoning sick. It was really awkward.
Oh, poor thing.
Oh, of course that would happen. The one time you
Oh,
bring him to
no.
the brunch spot, he
I
comes
know.
down with something.
But it was actually pretty bonding because he went home. I took care of him, and then, for the next few days, just checked in on him, and it actually brought us together. So,
Oh, that's so cute. Wait, so you guys are still dating?
yeah, we're like exclusive.
Shut up.
Wow!
Really?
Congrats, that's so
Oh,
cute.
my God. Have you been out on the actual farm working again then? Now that you're the girlfriend, part of the family.
Well, no, I mean we've met with this family. We've gone out to dinner, but we didn't go to the farm. We're staying away from all things with the farm. Anything that's
Okay.
farm related, we're
Okay.
staying away from.
Including the brunch spot.
Yeah.
Got it.
There we go.
Learned your lesson, I see.
Oh, that's so
Well,
cute.
great for you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, we're really happy.
Oh.
So I'm really grateful to you guys for offering a second date because after the first one, we're just not on the same page, and so now it's great.
All right.
Sometimes you
Yeah.
just need a second chance.
Yeah,
Yep.
you make out your check, $500 to Jeffrey Dubois, and I will humbly
Okay.
accept your thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
No, seriously, we're all happy for you, Jamie, and
Aw,
and tell Steve what's up.
I will. He's back to normal, just so you know. All
Okay, good.
Okay.
All right. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.